Hi, I am Fabiha Mazhar and you're watching All of Your Business. And we have Mehtab Haider with us. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you?
I am fine.
Okay, sir, we are going to talk about different things, different topics. What are your thoughts on Finance Ministry shifts national saving to new department? How could restructuring national savings under a new department impacts government borrowing efficiency and financial management?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for having me. Actually, Ministry of Finance has issued a notification under which they have shifted the jurisdiction of Central National Savings, which is called CDNS, Central Directorate of National Savings, from budget wing to the Debt Management Office.
Yes.
Because it is the responsibility of the Debt Management Office to raise the debt to run the country, because Pakistan is running through the fiscal deficit, and this fiscal deficit is financed through debt borrowing, debt restructuring and debt management. So the Debt Management Office will look after the CDNS, which is called National Savings. And you know, the small investors have invested their savings into the CDNS, and this saving is being used to finance the debt of the country. So it is important, because earlier it was under the jurisdiction of the budget wing. Now it is under the direct control of the Debt Management Office. It will help the Debt Management Office to raise the debt from different avenues. And it is also being considered that although our major reliance is on domestic debt, but the government is trying to raise its debt from different avenues where they want to reduce the cost of debt. And it is one of the options to raise it from different avenues, for instance, through banks, through DFIs, as well as through the national savings schemes.
Okay, sir, as you know, Finance Minister seeks World Bank plan to shield Pakistan from war shocks. How can World Bank-backed strategies help Pakistan reduce vulnerabilities to external shocks like war and energy disruptions?
Actually, you know, this recent Gulf War has increased the vulnerabilities on account of external sectors, especially on the account of balance of payment, because Pakistan is heavily reliant on imported fuel.
Yes.
And this imported fuel is causing major shocks. So the World Bank is going to provide $20 billion to Pakistan under the 10-year strategy, where they are supposed to disburse $2 billion per annum. And this will be in addition to the IFC, where IFC is also providing, which is a subsidiary of the World Bank, and that is meant to provide support to the private sector. So on one side, the public sector is being financed by the World Bank, and IFC is going to provide financing for the private sector. So this kind of major disbursement of $20 billion, $20 to $40 billion in next 10 years requires a master plan. And this master plan will be implemented where Pakistan will be able to generate domestic revenues as well as through boosting up of the exports. So these two factors will help Pakistan to stabilize its economy and reduce its reliance on the major debt-creating inflows.
Okay, what do you think, how might Alibaba's entry into Pakistan through Coco Tech buy now, pay later model affect consumers' spending patterns and overall demand in the e-commerce sector?
Actually, e-commerce is the growing phenomenon in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And I think Alibaba's entry into Pakistan will pave the way to promote e-commerce in Pakistan.
Yes.
It's a major platform, e-commerce platform, and it is very, very relevant and important that this kind of more platforms are going to enter into Pakistan, where the consumers will have a protection and guarantee for taking all kind of goods through e-commerce, and it will ensure a competitive environment at the domestic stage.
Okay. Okay, as you know, SECP registered nearly 3,000 new companies in March 2026. How can increased corporate activity contribute to GDP and job creation?
Actually, this incorporation of 3,000 new company means that Security Exchange Commission of Pakistan has provided an enabling environment where it is easy to register companies, and it shows that economic activity is picking up in Pakistan. And there are around 30,000 registered companies in Pakistan. So there is a process of cleaning up of different companies. If some company is going to liquidate, then it's going to be closed down. But new entrants means that there are increased economic activities and increased opportunities for Pakistan. That's why it will help to boost up overall country's GDP growth. And when GDP growth will pick up, it means that we are able to generate more job opportunities in Pakistan. And it will help to reduce poverty in Pakistan as well.
Yeah, exactly. How do failed geopolitical negotiations impact global oil prices and Pakistan fuel cost?
Actually, we are a fuel imported country.
Yeah.
And it is good omen for countries like Pakistan, who are dependent on imports of fuel, that there is some kind of negotiations for peaceful settlement. Pakistan has played a pivotal role in this regard. We have seen that Pakistan had become a major hub of mediation in last week, and now it is expected that will be another round of negotiations in anywhere, in any part of the world, and it will help to stabilize the fuel prices at the global level, and it will help Pakistan to reduce its import bill, as well as it will help to curtail the rising inflationary pressures in Pakistan.
Okay, so what are economic implications of LNG supplies disruption on electricity generation costs?
Actually, the government has devised a strategy where the domestic gas resources are going to be shifted for generation of electricity. Because in recent days, it has been estimated that 5,000 megawatt are going to be impacted because of the LNG disruptions. So now the government has devised a strategy where the domestic gas are going to be shifted towards electricity generation, as well as to run the fertilizer plants, because these two factors are crucial for Pakistan's economy. If we want to achieve a growth trajectory in the range of 3.5% to 4%, it is essential that this kind of fuel must be provided, because on one side, there are 5,000 megawatt. If domestic gas is not shifted, then we will have to run these plants on diesel, and it will be expensive.
Yes.
So in this scenario, we will have to raise the electricity prices on account of quarterly tariff adjustment, as well as the fuel tariff adjustment. So the solution lies when there is a need to shift these resources on the domestic gas supply in order to reduce the cost of electricity in Pakistan.
Thank you so much, sir.